Before marrying the world-famous F1 racing driver, we agreed not to publicly announce and no children. I thought this was out of consideration for his career and to protect our lives from public scrutiny. When I found out that he was flirting with another woman in front of the media and even accompanied her to the hospital for a prenatal checkup, I realized that he only saw me as a hidden mistress. So I took off my wedding ring and left with the secret of my pregnancy. After 3 grueling days in the hospital, Liam brought Sophia home. The house felt eerily quiet to him, the usual warmth gone. "Aria," he called out instinctively as they stepped inside. Silence greeted him. He walked through the house looking for me, and when he reached our bedroom, he realized all my clothes, books and personal items were missing. He dialed my number, but the call went straight to voicemail. He tried again with the same result. That's when he realized I had blocked him. In the living room, something on the dining table caught his eye, a stack of papers with a pen lying beside them. He picked them up and skimmed the first page, divorce agreement. At first he dismissed it as one of my dramatic stunts. I'd threatened to leave before when things got rough, but I never followed through. Then he noticed the glint of metal beside the papers, my wedding ring. His breath hitched as he picked it up. Despite everything, I had never taken that ring off. In all our time together, not once. He pulled out his phone and left me a voicemail. "Aria, stop this crap and come home." His words caught in his throat. "You're still my wife." For the first time he felt a twinge of fear. Maybe I wouldn't come back. 6 years passed. I built a new life. As a nutritionist for high-profile clients, my son Joe grew into a curious, bright-eyed boy. He had just turned 6 and would be 7 in December. We were at the airport, returning from a client retreat with some of my celebrity clients. Joe was buzzing with excitement, taking in every sight and sound of the busy terminal. "Mom, can I fix my hair before we leave?" Joe asked as we approached a restroom. I smiled. "Sure, but don't take too long. We have a flight to catch." Joe nodded eagerly and dashed into the men's room. Inside, he stood on tiptoes, meticulously combing his hair in the mirror. Satisfied with his appearance, he turned to leave, only to nearly collide with a tall man. Stepping out of a nearby stall, the man was dressed in a sharp suit, with an air of authority and confidence. Joe looked up at him immediately, captivated. "Careful there, little guy," the man said, his voice deep and steady. Joe blinked up at him, curiosity filling his eyes. "You look like you'd make a good dad," he blurted out innocently. The man's eyes narrowed slightly, studying Joe more closely for a moment. Something like recognition crossed his features. Joe, ever bold, pulled out his small phone. "Can I have your number? Maybe you could be my dad." The man chuckled, shaking his head. "I'm sure that's not possible, kid, but you've got a good imagination." Joe grinned proudly. "Maybe, but I'm good at making things work." With that, he waved at the man and skipped out of the restroom to join me outside. As Joe disappeared, Liam stood there, a strange sense of familiarity settling over him. There was something about the boy's eyes and smile that felt eerily familiar. Just then, Liam's assistant approached, hesitating before speaking. "That boy, he really does look like Aria, doesn't he?" His voice was tentative, unsure. Liam's eyes widened.